What I'm going to show you in this video is how to make a custom bump map. This default cube will do, and the good thing about this default cube is it is already UV unwrapped. So we click on UV editing up here and you'll see this is the UV map for the cube. Essentially it's the coordinates to map a picture to wrap around the box. We need to make that picture for our bump map. So in here there's some words across the top. So I'm going to click image first. So notice where the blue part is, click image and new. So I'm making a new image. It's currently called Untitled. That's a terrible name. So I'm going to call that bump map. Bump map 2, because my previous trial I stuffed up, so I'm going to make it 2. And then I want to change the default color from black. So you click on this black box and you see this white dot down here. I'm going to drag it up to halfway. Don't worry about the exact position, just eyeball it, whoopsie daisy, to about halfway and then let it go. So we've got middle grey, because essentially white is going to show high and black is going to show low. So if we start with a middle point, that's good. If you're going to do something that's all about engraving, then you might start all high and then you've got more depth to dig down into. But for this demo, I'll go for a middle grey. So it's called Bump Map 2, it's currently 1K. That shows some limitations, but that's okay. And then I'm going to click OK. So that created this grey image, but I've got to save it somewhere. And just for saving time, I'll do a lazy thing that you never should do, is I'm going to go save as, and I'm going to chuck it on my desktop. And there's the last one that I had, but I'm saving this as Bump Map 2. Save as image. That job's done. Now we need to connect this grey onto the box, because currently it's not. So if we were to look at that material, it's actually white material. So we're in UV editing now. We're going to go to shading. So we click shading. Now in shading, here is this node tree. And what we're going to do is have a bit of a look and play. So the top one, base color, that's white right now. You could change it to any color you like. I'll change it to green. The next thing that you could do is zoom out and we'll look down here at the bottom. We're going to plug something into this normal node, and so that's going to be the image that I saved, the grey image. So I'm going to add, Shift A to add, click search, start typing image, and there it is. That's enough, so I can just push enter or return depending on which sort of computer you've got, and then it will attach to the mouse and left click to drop. Give yourself some space here because there's more coming in here. Now you can click open and navigate to the desktop, or because this grey picture, the Bump Map 2, is already open, I can click this icon and there it is. So that's a good time saver. Alternatively, you could click this one. Click that and then go to desktop and then go and choose it. It's up to you. So the next thing I want to do is I want to connect this bump map into the normal map, but I can't go from a yellow dot to a purple dot. So in here, I'm going to go Shift A, go search and type bump, B-U-M-P. And then I get that bump map, and the color is going to go into height. So I click from there and I drag, and then once it's connected, I let go. And then I'm going to click on the normal button, pull, and then when it covers over there, see it changes color slightly and I let go and it's connected. So that's a bump map and it hasn't affected the color. So because it hasn't affected the color, we're just going to tell it it's non-color data. So we come to color space, click whatever it says there and change to non-color. The only map that is connected to, has anything to do with color, is anything plugged into there. At the moment I don't, and we don't need to for this demonstration. So we've just connected the shading up, and now we're going to do some painting. So we'll go to texture paint. So this is the image attached to the cube, but it should look green if we look on material preview. So there it is, there's our green. But if we're just painting away, we've got our brush here, and I'm going to choose white. So if I do a big strip across there in white, you go, oh, but what did that do really? Well, if I look at material preview, what it looks like is it looks like I've built something up. There it's high, there it's low, and it's flat in the middle. Single click, there it is, there's some bumps. So I can put bumps wherever I like. Alternatively, of course, we can go down, go deep. There it is, down black. So if I click that, you'll see it's an opposite sort of hole. And so we can do all sorts of custom work, and you can see on the left over here what sort of color I'm doing. I can even paint on this. So if I click on that one, we have to find which side is it. There it is. Now, last thing to notice, if I zoom in really close, you'll see the limit on the pixels. There's the school bell, and tell I'm a teacher, because this image is 1K. If you're going to be viewing it from a distance, 1K is fine. If you're going to view it from up close, you're going to create an image that's slightly bigger. Very important last thing is to make sure this saves. Image with a little star means it's not saved. So then I click and I go save, and it is now saved, ready to go. So I'm hoping that this is really helpful for you. It should certainly help with your wheel design if you want to put in logos and so forth. But I hope it's helpful. If it is, do the old classic like and subscribe and all that garbage. Thanks for watching.